Update: AITAH for secretly moving out of my 31F boyfriend's 42M house while he's at work. A significant amount of challenging events occurred since the last post, and I have an update for you all. I was overwhelmed by the numerous responses to the original post. I was mixed with emotions after reading it all, and I ultimately needed time to process before sharing this update. I took most of the advice and decided to wait for him to get home to talk, instead of leaving a letter and departing while he was at work. Before I get into the update, I want to address many people's concerns about a possible domestic violence situation and a toxic relationship. You were all right. I decided to pack up my car with all of my important items. I cleaned the house, cooked, showered, and wrote out all my thoughts on what I wanted to say. I tend to lose track of my thoughts when I am in high-tension conflicts, and I wanted to make sure he understood why I felt the need to move out after 6 years. He arrived home around 8:30 or 9 o'clock post-maritim, and I asked if he could join me on the couch to talk. He immediately started to get anxious, asking me to hurry up and get to the point. I started to read the letter, and I could not help but cry as I read. When I got to the part, "I have decided it is best for me to move out, but if you want to work on our relationship, I am open to it," he reacted with intense anger. He abruptly removed the letter from my hand and tore it apart. He projected spittle onto my face and called me trash. At this point, I was trying to get my dogs and leave the house. He took hold of my hair and started impacting me. I tried my best to defend myself. I was screaming for help, hoping the neighbors would hear me, but no one came to my rescue. I eventually lost the strength to defend myself and just lay there on the floor, hoping he would get tired and stop impacting me with his feet and fists. My dogs were hysterical. My youngest dog tried to impact him with its teeth and protect me, but all it did was make him more upset. I used my body to shield my dog from being impacted. By the time he stopped, and I looked at the time, it was midnight. He had locked himself in the room, and I could hear him crying and screaming for me to please forgive him. I did not have the strength for anything. I sat amidst my blood and tears, numb and emotionally ceased to be. I still cannot believe what happened, and I am so disappointed in myself for letting the relationship last as long as it did. There were times he showed aggression, but he always found a way to convince me it would never happen again. When I thought he finally went to sleep, around 3 o'clock ante-maritim, I took my dogs and left. I went to my sister's apartment about 40 minutes away. Luckily, she was staying at her boyfriend's house, so I was alone. I still have not found the strength to tell anyone what happened. I called out of work and remained inside the apartment while my wounds healed. It has been about 2 weeks, and I am now seeking professional help and planning on going to the doctors to get checked out. I know I need to tell someone what happened, but I am feeling so embarrassed. I hope anyone dealing with a similar relationship can learn from my experience. Follow your intuition and leave. Do not let outside opinions cause you to doubt your intuition. I have videos and pictures of the injuries. I know I need to involve the authorities, but I am in a psychological struggle regarding this. He has 2 children, and I feel a sense of responsibility if their father faces legal consequences. This is something I know I need to overcome, which is why I am taking the necessary steps to mentally prepare myself by seeking professional help. This all feels like a nightmare that I just want to be over. I have not told any loved ones yet because it will just make everything more real.